Hello everyone, and welcome to the first edition of what I am for the moment calling the Strip Club Report. Since this is the first of what I hope will be many episodes, I believe some introductions are in order. My actual name isn't important, but all of you can call me the Strip Club Insider. I maintain the blog, G-Strings and Stilettos, Seattle's #1 source for strip club lifestyle, gossip, and news, which can be found at www.dejavuinsider.blogspot.com. Again, that's www.dejavuinsider.blogspot.com. I am a 10-year veteran of the Seattle adult entertainment community, and have held nearly every position available in a strip club. That is, everything short of actually stripping. The point of these episodes is to update all of you on all things strip club related in the greater Seattle area, and also to lampoon common strip club stereotypes. With me this evening, to my right, is the random, ubiquitous, drug-addicted stripper.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now, I know nobody actually gives a shit about your name, but I feel like we should call you something that falls off the tongue a little easier.
Well, my stage name is Natalia, so I guess we could just go with that.
Natalia. Yes, that is much better, thank you. So Nat.
You're welcome.
Right. So Natalia, how long have you been working as a drug-addicted stripper?
I have been stripping for about 5 years, so I guess I have been a hapless drug addict for around 3 of them.
Interesting. I'm curious as to where you came up with your name. Natalia doesn't strike me as one of your more common stripper handles.
Oh honey, it's not a handle, it's my stage name.
A handle is a nickname of sorts. A usage term common with truckers, among other things.
Well, I have never heard of that. I believe they are more commonly used as a device to aid in the opening and closing of doors.
Smart and beautiful, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, you were too kind. But to answer your question, the originality of my stage name had a lot to do with my choosing it. Also, I felt the name itself had a bit of an exotic appeal to it. One that I hoped would make me appear more attractive to my customers,
thus allowing you to make more money, which of course allowed you to buy more drugs.
At that point in my life, drugs weren't really weighing heavily on my decision-making process. But yes, it did come in handy once they did. After all, nowadays, that's what it's all about. Drugs and money.
No doubt. If I may for a moment, Natalia, I would like to shift gears and change the subject for a bit.
What do you mean?
I am going to talk about something different for a few minutes, about some stuff more related to the strip club scene in general.
Why are we not going to keep talking about me?
We will get back to you once I'm done with my update.
Whatever. This is bullshit. I thought this was all going to be about me.
Believe it or not, the world does not revolve around you. We will return to discussing your drug-addicted whorish ways once the next segment is finished. Additionally, since you are a figment of my imagination, created in the deep recesses of my tormented mind, and are in no way based off any one stripper in particular, but several that I have met over the course of my career in this industry, you are just going to have to sit there and wait until I am done.
Just get on with it. Do you have any coke on you? I'm starting to come down.
You didn't do enough in the green room.
Fuck you.
Moving right along. Let's get started with some Pandora's news. Word on the street coming from my ninjas on the inside have been telling me that business has been really slow as of late, and have been comparing it unfavorably to recently shuttered University District strip club Jiggles.
You're just jealous they didn't hire you.
Are you trying to imply that my inability to get hired at a club that I have no interest in working for has somehow negatively affected the opinions of strippers actually working there, and compelled them to email me about it?
That's not necessarily what I was thinking, but it sounds much better than what I had in mind. So, yes, that is exactly what I was Trying to imply.
More brilliant whore logic from my lovely guest.
Keep it up, fucker.
Also coming out of Pandora's. Apparently Club Patriarch Joe Walker has been reaching out to many different unnamed sources for help in altering his fledgling enterprise's current collision course with the ground, with little to no avail. Good luck with that one, Papa Joe. Next up, in what may or may not be an issue completely unrelated to Pandora's. A 20-foot-long pink pig was painted on the front of the former Jiggles building in the U District, in an apparent act of corporate vandalism. For those of you not in the know, Jiggles was a short-lived Seattle strip club that was closed prematurely due to a zoning issue. In Seattle, an adult cabaret must be at least 800 feet away from, among other things, a school. Jiggles, unfortunately, just missed that mark by being 65 feet from the University Child Development Center, a private elementary school. Who knew that would be such an issue?
I miss Jiggles.
We all do. Now some scuttlebutt coming out of the Deja Vu Company. The grand opening of Dream Girls at Trix is right around the corner. Rumor has it that opening day is scheduled for November 4th. Nothing official has been released by the company, save for some teaser posters on the club's Facebook page. Speaking of Facebook, I was able to find a link to a place called Dream Girls at Fox's. I don't know how I missed it, but somehow Deja Vu got a hold of the building, and now Roger Forbes' systematic dismantling of the talent's West Empire is all but complete. There are not one, but two brand new clubs just over the horizon for the Vu.
That place is going to suck.
Which place?
Both of them probably, but I was referring to Rick's.
Now you're just being jealous, because you are blacklisted, and can no longer work for them.
First of all, at the risk of sounding repetitive, fuck you. Second of all, that has nothing to do with it.
For some reason, I find that a little hard to believe.
They will never be able to recapture the spirit of Rick's.
Which part of the spirit of Rick's will they have trouble capturing? That club, and its sister clubs were whorehouses, ran by gangsters, who were not only not allowed in the clubs they owned, but are all either dead, or in jail. All of you Talents West refugees are incredibly misguided when you try to hold on to the proud culture that was Rick's, Fox's, Honey's, and Sugar's, when the culture to which you are referring is something no one in their right mind would be proud of.
Now you're just being a hater. Can we get back to talking about me?
If we must. I don't know what more about you there is that we can delve any deeper into. You're a drug-addicted slut who will trade dignity and self-respect by the bucket load for blow or Xanax.
I like Percocet too. You know how we do it.
Of course, what was I thinking? This is just fascinating stuff.
I know, what a great life I lead. I don't think you realize.
I can just hear every stripper in the area collectively saying, fuck you Dad, this is a real job.
I don't understand this concept. Dad.
Well Natalia, a dad, or a father, is that guy who either spends a little too much, or not nearly enough time in a stripper's life during her childhood.
What if it was a combination of both? That must make me a super stripper.
There you go dads, you want to keep your little girl off the pole. Spend time with her, and when you do, try not to do any molesting.
Gee, I hope someday I meet a guy like that.
Well kids, this seems to be as good a time as any to call it a show. Once again I am the Strip Club Insider, writer, and proprietor of www.dejavuinsider.blogspot.com. You can follow me on Twitter, @DejaVuInsider. You can find me on Facebook as the Strip Club Insider. Anyone that has juicy strip club drama to feed me, from any of the Washington State strip clubs, feel free to send it to dejavuinsider@gmail.com. Thanks again to everyone for taking the time to check out this first edition of the Strip Club Report.